Welcome back to part number 32 of my Imperator Rome playthrough as the Bosporan Kingdom. We are wide. We're just trying to mop up what's left of this area. We're headed over to Moria with some armies here. Some guys headed up towards Parthia. We just took a PI event. We can change our wonder, finally get this last one up to level 4. Not exactly sure why I took this. It just perhaps was there. It's not bad. The thing is, the experience fades. If we could upgrade it and get a monthly experience gain of 0.10, but if you check one of our drilling armies here, he's already sawing through a fair clip. I mean, this would make it about even. And he's drilling, but the thing is, our armies never drill. So, and that combined with the fact that we're essentially really topped out on traditions, there's not a whole lot left to grab. We'll just switch that out to something more useful relative to our present need, which I believe we have no ability to have a great many of these. So we can have honored slaves for 25% slave output. Our income is presently 193. Let's see what that does to us. We need to get that stability back, of course. So let's see, the 193 goes to, I see. Well, I raised the stability here. We're back up at 192. Maybe the wonder hasn't kicked in yet. These guys are grouping up, going to get on this fleet, head down to Carthage. As we should have the might and majesty of, as I've mentioned a couple of times previously. I'm just going to adjust my legitimacy up due to the bug. Let's load them up and move them out. Well, I just noted that these guys ended their civil war. We are here. We have a claim in play, and I'm going to action it right now. That'll slow us down, so maybe we'll be able to go to Dravidia, as that claim is mostly done. Alright, we're here. Let's get them on board. And again, we'll move them out. I'll take the stability. Alright, it's on. I made some minor adjustments. I hired a merc over here. I'm tired of having my territories ravaged by this tiny city-state. Other than that, everything is essentially the same. Let's go ahead here and declare this war immediately. The same combatants. And it's on. This unit here will attack this. We've got a merc over here. We'll head down to that. This, we'll head right in here and do away with this guy. I'm just going to disperse in as many locations as possible, and then sail off to a new area. These guys here, let's force march in that capital territory here. Let's we'll force march down here to this capital as well. And then force march here. I see. We'll force march here as well. Just to assault this stuff is what I plan on. This guy is live here. Let's levyize one of these, and we'll take the other. And then who even knows what goes on here? This horse archer contingent, we'll send him up there, and we'll roll up here as well. These sieges here. Assaulting them away and proceeding at a very expedited pace. This area here advancing. A lot of carnage, but it's one-sided. Let's see if we can levyize this guy. We've already done it. And then here we need to get this ball rolling along. Let's assault both of those. And get off the boat here. This exiled Kush army has we defeated him here. He's just sort of been wandering down here. He didn't use any forced march. It's an idea of how fast we're moving here. I'd imagine he's headed back here to Kush. We've already declared war here, grouped up. and take that and probably leave the area before he even arrives home. Sort of running a bit low on food here in the capital. I've torqued out the elephants. I have a few more available, 132. I need to get those pops down here. I'm going to do that, just maybe 10 or 20. Get some promotion going so we can get more routes. We can peace out here. Our vassal is integrated. We'll delete his forts and thank him for his trouble. I forgot about this horseman here. He's gone mad. I need to get these mercs on the ball. I think we can go for a complete occupation of this guy's territory. Get him out of the game. All we need to do is just wait a little while longer than we had otherwise planned. Well, our fleet is not big enough. Our 27k here are stranded. I built what I thought was more than, well, not more than adequate, but an adequate amount. Let's check our claim here. Looks like it's 88% done. I didn't do any counting, but it seemed like a lot. Apparently it was more of those guys forced marched down from Gaul than I thought. So what are we going to do with these guys? I guess we'll build more ships, but for now I guess we're going to sail off to Dravidia. We're going to need about 60, 75 more ships. I'm going to build them. I think these guys, I'm pretty sure they can force march up to Morian No. Pretty sure these guys can force march up to Morian territory, at least around here, and be useful without having to build a bunch of ships. Let's do that. It looks as though the Asturian horde has essentially no territory that it controls, at least very short. I see. That's not occupying. It will though. It has occupied, and if I try to sue for peace, it looks as though I can. Boom. That leaves Carthage here, which is essentially 100%, well, close to 100% occupied. Let's see about piecing here so we don't have to deal with this area again. We'll take, I see. Perhaps we should wait, or perhaps not. Looks like he's just barely willing at 96 here. I'm not going to argue with him. Alright, we're trying to get out of this Carthage campaign. I need to de-exile this fleet, get these armies on board the ship, de-exile them. We need to pick these guys up. Head here to Emporium, pick this lot up. Just two of them. Or these two, larger bruisers. We're going to make a pit stop in Rome and hopefully close that out real good and quick. And remember that there's a Roman territory here as well. And I'm sending these two smaller armies up to take what's left of our Vernia. These two armies are going to participate in that as well. We'll probably hire some mercs and try to clean this area up as well. At some point, those armies are going to have to forced march back over this way. These two armies have reached their Parthian destination. They topped off on food and can probably do that as well almost immediately. In fact, probably hire some mercs and get that done right now, even before Rome. Anything else going on? These guys are sailing off. These guys are forced marching, as previously mentioned. It looks as though Moria and Dravida are going at it again here. It looks as though it's a take Pandia. Yep, that would be right here. Looks like it's Moria again. Moria attacked. And let's see if we can take their prize before they arrive. It looks as though they haven't properly staged for their offensive. How fast or how long is it going to take us to get there? some time. But these are Laborians. And we have an extreme amount of supply trains with us as well, so we're not worried. Okay, so Bella just hit here against Dravida. I'll take it. 10 is better than none. We are nearing Dravida. It looks as though Moria is as yet to occupy it. Can we steal their war goal? Well, we can. I'm going to land right here instead. Let's see if we can rearrange that there. We'll go right here. I've diverted these guys to force marching up to the northern aspect of Rome, these two large armies. We're going to pick this lot up here and attack from the south here. We are closing in on being able to attack. These ships have just, or this army has just disembarked from this fleet. I don't see any real reason to keep this fleet up here in the north. I don't know where to send it exactly either. Perhaps we'll stage it here and see. This fleet is making it here. These guys are force marching. Let's check the status here. It's on its way. We have a claim against this feudatory of Sumpa now. We can engage them at our leisure. We're in war with Sumpa and company there. Yeah. I forgot all about our Parthian escapade here. Let's do that immediately. We've landed. Let's declare the war immediately. I'm going to pick up a levy and then drop him off on as a fort there. I'm going to bring this reasonably sized stack here over and see about sieging this island. Let's check India. Those guys are essentially in motion. Let's move it out here. I think we can do this as well. It's on. Uh-oh. What was that? Moria. The rascal. Well, it was an idea. We're going to sail off here and I believe recover. Let's roll up. I believe we'll go to this. Where will we go? We'll just go right here and just wait. Boom! Looks like he's off on walkabout detail here up to the Gaul here. There's nobody down here. It should be over quickly. Apparently I misspoke. Let's see here. There's a fairly sizable levy group there. As for Parthia, this area is generally secure. And we're looking to close this out immediately. Let's see what goes on here. We can probably let this merc go. Gonna assault this fort, and that should be that. I'm still working on our capital here, our capital province, when funds become available. We're somewhat food challenged relative to the 43 elephants we're importing. So I'm gonna try to dredge up some more trade routes via marketplaces. These, I believe, have some available. I'm gonna build 3 more here. Another 2 more there, 4 more there, 3 more there. And I need to bring in more pops as well from this recently conquered area here, perhaps. It's reasonably close. A couple of bounces here, there, and then boom. I think that's all for Parthia. See what goes on over in Rome now. We caught this guy and it's got to be over for him. It's ugly for him. I think we may be coming into a little bit of money here. We'll be able to move quite a few pops from this area, this barbarous area, down into our capital there, and create ever more trade routes. And Ochia just integrated. As long as these guys are here, we're going to scatter inland. We'll get you up there. Let's get this fleet redeployed. I think we can pick up much of the army that's sieging Rome down here in this city. There's a long river, and we can force march down this trail there and pick up the by our fleet, and then proceed with great haste to attack Moria. The only roadblock for Rome presently is this fort. I should have sent a larger unit. She assaulted it, but she has no heavy infantry left. Knowing this game like I do, this is going to 99. There's no doubt in my mind. Now that I've said so, it might not, but I'm sending this fat stack down there. We're going to assault it. Well, 99 or 80 whatnot is better than 99, I suppose. Look, did he? Yeah, we've done it. Let's have 6 stability there. That is, I believe, Rome's last territory. Let's see if it is or not. We'll learn the truth shortly. Uh-oh. He's going to hold on to that last territory. But he's not, though. But he's... What is that? I see. This area here, well, luckily we have a claim there. Boom. We couldn't have taken... Let's see, 10%, 14.5. We'll take it. Boom. Unlimited pop movement money we have now. Let's combine these guys. We need to get them loaded on this fleet, but these slaves up in this formerly barbarous area are going to move down here and become freemen, etc. Whether they like it or not, I'm going to do that right now. We got a truckload of vandals in this area. We're going to move them all right down into our capital. Just one right after the next. And move those guys here, then here. Repeat, rinse, repeat. Well, I grabbed them from these provinces close to the barbarous edge of the world here. And most of them, I think, are vandals. I think they'll fit right in down there. They'll be right under the threshold of Bosporan culture. Really, though, there's no way that those vandals even put a dent in the Bosporan in any of these cities, even if I put half of them in one of them. As I can't, because there's no population capacity. There's a lot of Bosporans down there. I've done it. We're about topped out here. 2,351 with 160 trade routes presently. I think we are going to be needing more elephants as well. I'm going to see if I can dredge up some. I've discovered a 4th elephant city I had not seen previously, so we're actually running out of elephants here. Essentially, I think I need to conquer more territories to acquire more elephants in order to drive my home capital province. Let's see here. Import a few more, and we'll see what we're at. 138. Well, I have evacuated the Italian peninsula here, and we are headed to Syria, this port. I plan to march some of the army to these areas here. The rest will march a sufficient amount to conquer it, clearly. The rest to march down to this city, where they will meet up with the fleet that is going around the long way, clearly. I suspect they'll beat the fleet to this area here by a wide margin. Luckily, we have a smaller fleet that can deploy at least 100,000 or thereabouts to this area here. It'll drop them here, and then they can roll up into this region here. Then the larger fleet can roll up this river here to Alexandria Indros and deal with this area there. These guys are still forced marching up from Africa. I'm moving them all the way toward the front here. And there's another concurrent or a smaller war about to start over here. I hired quite a few mercs who are going to mop this area up in force. I'm going to declare this war before anything changes. These affiliations are cemented in, so let's declare the war and see what we come up with here. As expected, we're engaging with those. These guys are either on low maintenance or they have no defense of their forts. We essentially just assaulted that and took very little damage. More like an occupation than an assault. I think we lost, well, what would that be? About 700 guys. I think we can peace out with this lot before our fleet even reaches its destination. Yeah, we can. I'm sure of it. As to whether they'll agree to it before the entirety of it occupies, I don't know. They won't. Looks like he's willing now, and we'll take it. We have a truce ending August. August, what is it? August 5. I don't have a claim directly here because it looked more advantageous to attack here. That triggers Alvernia, Ambaria, and Sequania. It's a bit spread out, but we have the force count certainly to deal with it. I'm going to place these guys appropriately. I'll probably keep the mercs on for the 9 months or whatnot in between here and then. These guys are still on their way over. Looks like most of that building in our capital got done. Let's see, we have a room for a fair number of pops about. Maybe maybe 100 or thereabouts. Probably more after we build another round of aqueducts. Let's see how many we have the money. I have the inclination. We've cleared these or this, and that. I think these guys. Well, there it is. Let's see how many are there now. 24, 36. It came down from essentially anything closer to than this line here, as well as this province, are now in our capital. We've realized another 4 trade routes as well. We're positive food we're gonna get. More elephants. What other than, let's see, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's see what we get there. Plus 150%. These guys have just landed. Let's send them out. These guys are moving out. This navy is on its way around the horn there. And we should engage Moria soon. This is about a 2-minute overdub. We are moving toward Moria here. I think I just got a religious or an advanced religious, but I'm not really sure what to do with it, and I'm not going to be able to figure out anything to do with it other than hoard it. Not sure what the Civil War thing is about. None of our characters are disloyal. There's some sort of foreign character in the mix. If you click Own Nation, and then there's this guy. I decide to do away with him. And then it's solved by bribing one of our own loyal characters. So I decided I shouldn't have had to do that, so I give myself the 5 PI back via console. It's just some strange bug. So we are headed over east, and we're looking to take this area out as well at about the same time or thereabouts. Hopefully before is what I'm thinking. This guy's building his road. Maybe we make use of it, who knows. We have an army force marching behind him there, as he could not wait for that boat as it's already filled up. Some of those armies are going to have to force march forward. This fleet is coming around the bend. There's something about, that's right, Judea. We need to, I moved a bunch of pops, or will move a bunch of pops out, and move a bunch of Bosporans, Hellenics down. It should solve the problem. It rarely repeats if you do that. So now I just move them down to a couple of adjacent cities there. Put some temples and theaters. I was thinking of grain production down here, as we're running a bit low on grain, but that's a little much, and there's not really all that many pops to begin with. There's quite a few Bosporans about, so that's what we're going to do. There it is. It's Hellenized and generally Bosporanized as well. I'll take the 3 stability here. These armies here have arrived, essentially. You can't see them, but we'll load them up. That should do it. Let's sail off. We're going to sail off right here. We have a lot of roads that got built going right up here. That's exactly where we're going. We have this army. He couldn't have fit on the fleet irrespective of whether he wanted to or not. We'll go and siege assault Carmania away here. And we'll send this unit right here. Claim just hit right here. We'll save that for after this large engagement. August 5, about a month and 4 or 5 days off, we can start. I was just looking at the step here. It looks as though a lot of these guys have been transported via our warring activities. The date has come and gone for our war here. Let's see if it's still actionable. It looks like it is, and it's on. If I'm quick, I can finish this one out before our troops hit the Mauryan front lines, I think. They have us yet to even reach the port they're headed to, and then they have to head all the way up in here. This will be the 3rd army limping back from engaging with the rebel version of itself. This horse archer army, I think we can head this levy off. I think we beat the fleet again. He'll not do it. I bet he does it now. Let's see. He'll still not do it. The fleet is about to land. Let's see. The war goal needs to occupy. We missed about a couple of days here. Let's force march these guys up that straight there. As deep as we can there. Alright, they are on their way. And this territory here needs to occupy, and then we can peace out. That's the lot. Boom. Let's take a look here. There's not much left to do. I think I have a claim here. I have to just dredge some up there. What happened here? I see. He seems to have come back together with himself. Do we have a truce with him? No, we don't. Boom. Do we need a claim on this guy just right now? Why not do it? So we just need to mop this area up, and we probably have too many troops to do it. When does a Carthage thing happen again? Actually, 5 years is not bad. Let's take a look at what we've got relative to other things and call it an episode here. We've got quite a bit of Hellenism about, and a fair bit of Bosporianism. I have not done anything to spread it, so that's about as well as could be expected. These guys have quite a few armies about. These guys headed there. This is hold up here. That should do it. I hope to see you in the next episode.